Autobots, roll out. Look at that. If you were an 80s kid, you know when you see a truck, a red and blue truck, automatically triggers Transformer, Optimus Prime, Autobot rollout. Yeah. Right? Am I right or am I right? Let's transform this guy. This one's a little beat up. I got this about maybe 10 years ago. And yeah, I mean, I got it on cheap. I think I got it for like $20. It comes with a trailer. The trailer's beat up and a lot of parts was missing, but I got it for $20. I thought it was a good deal. But let's go ahead and transform this. Tell me that's not cool or what? What kid in 1984 was not impressed by this? Come on. Me as an adult, I am still impressed by this. Yeah, so here's my Optimus Prime. I did not have Optimus Prime growing up. Optimus Prime was probably $25, $30 back in 1984 when it first came out. Yeah, so I definitely was not getting one of these as a kid. But my neighbors did. My neighbor's kid did. He had Optimus Prime had a bunch of Autobots. And he had a couple of Seekers, like Starscream and those guys. But he had mostly Autobots, which is totally cool with me. He didn't have Megatron. I really wanted to play with Megatron, but nobody had Megatron on my street when I was growing up. So yeah. So growing up, I didn't have Transformers that many. I had Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, the smaller ones, because they were cheaper. That's what my parents got me. I got G.I. Joe again because it was cheaper. G.I. Joe figure was like $3, $4. Transformers was a little bit more expensive, so I did not get that many Transformers. So I just stuck with the cartoons growing up. But for today, we're going to be drawing Optimus Prime using Clip Studio Paint and drawn on a Wacom Cintiq 16-inch. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, let's go ahead and hop right into the drawing here of Optimus Prime. Skip the whole sketching part because that was pretty boring. So I just started recording during the line work here. And this is Optimus Prime. Bust onto the scene back in 1984 when I was 9 years old. Yeah, I'm dating myself. Yeah, I'm an old fart. That's no lie. But yeah, Optimus Prime was an iconic character back then. Well, he is still an iconic character today. They still have that Michael Bay Transformer movie, which Prime is still voiced by Peter Cullen. Peter Cullen voiced the live-action movie for Michael Bay, and he did the one back in 1984. Peter Cullen, that's the voice of Optimus Prime. He still does that voice till today. That is quite impressive, and I'm so glad he still does it, because if anybody else did the voice of Optimus Prime, I don't know if it would have been the same, to be honest. Just a little history on Optimus Prime, or Transformers in general. Transform was bought over from Japan by Hasbro. In Japan, Optimus Prime was actually called Convoy, and he was part of a toy line called Diaclone. Is that correct? Yeah, Diaclone. He was part of a toy line called Diaclone, and Hasbro executive went over to the toy fair in Japan, took one look at the Optimus Prime and the Transformers, and they knew they had to have it. Bought it over here, made a cartoon of it, and sold millions. Made buku money selling Optimus Prime to us kids back then. Still to this day, actually, right? I mean, they still make movies and still making toys. So Transformers still making money. What a great toy line, I mean. When I was thinking about the idea of drawing Optimus Prime, I knew that I wanted to draw Prime, but I didn't know what I wanted Optimus Prime to do. Was he standing there, pointing a gun at you? Was he sitting down, eating a bowl of cereal? I don't know. I didn't know what I wanted him to do. So I thought about Prime was a soldier in the Cybertron war. So I wanted him to do like a poster, like a recruiting poster, like the one like Uncle Sam. Back in the day when Uncle Sam had that picture, let me just post the picture right here. I wanted something to look like that. I wanted Prime to be pointing at you, trying to recruit you to the war on Cybertron. That's what I wanted him to do. here I'm just adding some final details to the line work of the drawing, and up next is coloring. Color is not my favorite, not good at it, but I love coloring because it makes the drawing come to life. It makes the drawing look totally different, It makes it totally pop, make it come to life. So coloring not my favorite, but I love coloring. Here I'm just laying on the flats. Flats is a tedious process, boring process, but really necessary for the overall results of the drawing. So if you don't know what flats is, or you don't know how flat works, Google it. That's what I did. And I tried to do without flats before. It is a lot quicker without flats, but I think the details speaks for itself, because the details when working with flats is a whole lot better. Just my opinion. So flats, Google it. What I'm doing here is doing the flats for Optimus Prime before I actually lay down the color. And here comes the coloring. See what I mean? And that red and blue, that primary color for Optimus Prime, it just brings the whole drawing to a new level. It's like, it makes it come to life, like I said before. I love it when I lay down a color for the drawing. Every time I draw something, I'm never really happy with it. I say, oh, it could be better, it could be this and that. But once I start to lay down the color, not totally satisfied, but I'm a lot happier with the drawing itself. So Optimus Prime with the color, with the red and blue and the gray and the silver coming in, man, it just looks great. When I start to lay down the colors, I start with the neutral color first. When I say neutral, I mean the middle tone color. Like if I go red, I'm pick like the base color red, then I go to a darker color red, then I go to a light red. That's how I put the shadows in. So, and then after that, if I want to put some more whites or some details on it, I put it on another layer of the drawing. That way, if I don't like the additional details I add, I could just turn off that layer and just keep the original one. So that's one of the benefits of working in layers in Clip Studio Paint or Photoshop. It does the same thing. Alrighty, here she is, or here he is, Optimus Prime, done. I think it came up pretty good in my opinion. Like I said, going for that Uncle Sam, I Want You in the Army poster look. I think it came out great. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like this video, remember, give me a thumbs up. And you like this kind of stuff and want more of it, hit that subscribe button. It will help me a lot. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at Drawworks. Just DREW. Let me say that again. It's DRAWWERKS. That's how you can find me on Instagram. All right, I think that's it for this video. Till next time, guys. I'm out. Peace.